Hello, good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to see the new topic, that is noise pollution, and in detail it is the topic of unit number 3. What is noise pollution and the various causes and effects of noise pollution. So first slide, that is what is noise. The word noise comes from the Latin word that is noces, meaning that is seasickness. Okay. Actually, what is the definition of noise? That is sound that is unwanted or that disrupts the activity or balance of human or animal life is called as noise. Okay. When there is a lot of noise in the environment, it is termed as noise pollution. When there is an excess noise which is which is unbearable to our hearing system, therefore we term it as noise, and the decibels, or when the hearing parameters reaches up to the benchmark or beyond that benchmark, is termed as the noise pollution. Okay. Now sound becomes undesirable when it disturbs the normal activities such as working, sleeping and during conversation, and it is an underrated environmental problem because of the fact that we can't see, smell or taste it, because sound or the noise is it is an underrated environment problem because we can't see, we can't smell or we can't taste it. We can only it is we just have to observe it, or we just have to hear it, that it disturbs our the normal activities in the form of working, sleeping or during the conversation, and therefore it is known as noise or noise pollution. Now the World Health Organization or the WHO stated that noise must be recognized as a major threat to human being. Why? Okay, because why? We are going to see the various effects and causes. Now, what are the various sources of noise pollution? First, that is the transportation systems are the main source of noise pollution in urban areas. Construction of building or the various construction activities, highways and street cause a lot of noise due to the uses of air compressor, bulldozers, loaders, dumpers, trucks and pavement breakers. So broadly there are two types of sources, that is the transportation system, that is the movement of various transportation vehicles are the main sources of the noise pollution in the urban areas, whereas the construction of various activities such as the buildings, highways and street causes a lot of noise, and due to the uses of various mechanical devices into this, that is the air compressor, bulldozers, loaders, dumper truckers and pavement breakers. Similarly, the industrial noise also add to the already unfavorable state of noise pollution, that is the in the industrial areas, or when the working conditions in the industrial zone, that is known as the industrial noise, and the loudspeakers, the plumbing works, boiling generators, air conditioners, fan and vacuum cleaners also add to the existing noise pollution. Now, what are the various effects of noise pollution on the human? That is, first is the chronic exposure to noise, that is the frequent exposure. Long-term exposure to the noise may cause noise-induced hearing loss. Means we used to the person used to have a permanent hearing loss. Older males exposed to significant occupational noise demonstrate significantly reduced hearing sensitivity than their non-exposed peers. Means the persons or the males exposed to continuous in or they have worked continuously in such areas where the excessive noise are there, they may lose the hearing sensitivity rather than those who have not exposed in such conditions. So second, that is the unwanted noise that can damage psychological health. Noise pollution can cause annoyance and aggression, hypertension, high stress levels, tinnitus, hearing loss, sleep disturbance and other harmful effects. That is the unwanted noise means they can after the hearing sensation, it may also can damage the psychological health. Also the noise pollution can cause annoyance and aggression, hypotension means the BP, high stress levels means it can raise the level of the stress into this, and tenderness, sleep disturbance, and the other harmful effects into the human body. Similarly, the third point is the high noise level can contribute to the cardiovascular effect, means it is very dangerous for the patients, or it can be very effective, or it may very affect the persons who are very affected to the cardiological diseases, or they are the heart diseases, or it may generate the cardiovascular effect. And exposure to moderately high levels during a single 8-hour period causes a statistical rise in blood pressure of 5 to 10 points, and an increase in stress and vasoconstriction leading to the increased blood pressure noted above, as well as to the increased incidence of coronary artery diseases. Means the high noise level can affect our heart, and can expose to over single 8 to 8, and if we are continuously exposed to the high noise levels, it may affect our statistical rise in BP by 5 to 10 points, and increase in stress, our vasculars or the veins levels, BPs are also increased, and the coronary artery diseases can also occur to us. So what are the effects on animals and aquatic life? Noise can have a detrimental effect on animals, increasing the risk of death by changing the delicate balance in the predator or pre-detection and avoidance, and interfering the use of the sound in communication, especially in relation to the reproduction and in a navigation. Means if the noise are generated by the navigation machineries, that is the ships, the aquatic life are mostly affected by it, and by the changing its delicate balance in predator or by pre-detection and avoidance, means and the interfering the use of sounds in the communication, especially in relation to the reproduction system. Means their reproduction system are also badly affected by the noise when they are come into the noises. An impact of noise on the animal life is that the reduction of a usable habitat that noisy areas may cause, which is the change of endangered species may be a part of extinctions. Noise pollution has caused the death of certain species of whales that beached themselves after being exposed to the loud sound of military sonar. Okay. Some of the other effects on the wildlife and aquatic animals are hormone imbalance, chronic stress, panic and escape behavior, abandonment of off-screen injury, increase in loudness, and interspecies communication. Now, what should be the strategies to control the noise? Means we have to plant various bushes and trees in and around the sound generating sources is an effective solution for the noise pollution. Regular servicing and tuning of automobiles can effectively reduce the noise pollution. Buildings can be designed with the suitable noise absorbing material for the walls, windows, and the ceiling. So these are the basic three control strategies. First, we have to generate, or we have to plant various trees in the areas where the large noise are polluting, means they are we are very effective for absorbing the excessive noise which is generating by the periphery of the surroundings, which is generating the noise pollution. Second, regular servicing and the regular tuning of the automobiles are very necessary for effectively reduce the noise pollution. Third, buildings should be designed with the suitable noise absorbing materials for the walls, windows, and the ceilings. Similarly, the workers which are working in such areas should be provided with equipment such as earplugs, earmuffs for hearing protection. Similarly to automobiles, lubrications of the machinery and servicing should be done to minimize noise generation. Soundproof doors and windows can be installed to block unwanted noise from outside. Also, there should be regulation should be imposed to restrict the use of play loudspeaker in crowded areas and public places, because the elderly peoples and infants are mostly affected by the noise, excessive noise, because their immunity levels are very weak. Similarly, the factories and industries should be located far from the residential areas so that the excessive noise should not be communicated to the crowded areas or to the residential areas. Community development or urban management should be done with long-term planning along with an aim to reduce noise pollution. Okay, so these are the various types of noise strategies. Along with this, social awareness program should be taken up to educate the public about the various causes and effects of noise pollution. Now, so this is all about the noise pollution. Hope you have understood the section of noise pollution. It is a very small section of noise pollution which is going to ask in your exam. Only a short note of 5 marks is going to ask in your examination of RTMNU. Hope you have understood the concept of noise pollution, and if you have any doubt related to it, you may ask in your in the comment section. So you have to write in your examination about the noise control strategy and its effects on animals, or mostly its sources, its definition, and its majorly its effects on humans. So for writing the noise pollution, you may have to first write its definition, second you have to write its sources, third you have to write its effect on humans, fourth you have to write the control strategy. So by completing these 4 points, you may gain maximum marks in your RTMNU examination. So this is up to for this noise pollution, and I think this is very much sufficient for your RTMNU examination. And if you have any doubt related to this section, you may write in your comment section, and hope you have understood the section. So I'm signing off. Thank you.